participants making them and are not an endorsement of any position, program, religion, or political affiliation. DFG's Corner is for information, observation, and entertainment. I ask that you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Well, good evening. This is DFG and the place to be. Hopefully you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm here every Tuesday night between 8:30 and 9:30. We go a little longer sometimes, but for the most part, that's what we do. Usually with me, it's my lovely sister from the same mister, the Chocolate Pearl, my favorite girl. Also, the lady of Sweetest Apple. She's just coming on. Miss Apple, so pretty from New York City. And also we have the thin one, Miss Bean Girl, or Beanie as we like to call her. She's out there in lovely Binghamton, New York, in the frozen winter chosen. And today we usually have our usual guests, but I guess they're not here. We also have Big Al on here. What's going on, Big Al? How you doing?
I'm doing good, my brother. Glad to be among the living.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We got Miss Nikki in the Yahoo group. You know, we're live on Yahoo, Facebook, also Instagram. Sometimes I go live on TikTok. And holla at your boy, Miss Apple. What's going on with you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm still up here in the being with Beanie.
Okay. Oh,
Doing
okay.
our sister thing, our sister bonding thing.
I hear you. That's what it's all about. Family. Because if you ain't got family, you ain't got, you know what I mean. And I'm not trying not to get demonetized. So I'm going to keep going. Before we get into the topic, I put together a little presentation on what's going on in the world of TikTok. As y'all know, TikTok started way back in 2017, an app that came from China and it's blown up worldwide. And what we're talking about today is, you know, it's supposed to be banned the day before the president elect takes office. Right now, Congress is putting a bill to stay the execution for another 270 days. We'll see how that works and how we're gonna and what's gonna happen with that. I don't have any. I'm not going to say it's a bad thing, but it's something that's going on. What's going on, Miss Kim? How are you doing? You're faithful to the show, and I appreciate you. And I'm going to go and start this presentation. Fair use.
We have a big TikTok ban update. Tomorrow is an important day. The United States Supreme Court will be releasing opinions at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, we don't know whether the TikTok ban opinion is going to be the one that's released or whether it'll be one of many. But what we do know is that it's
Can y'all hear that?
opinion day announced this week, which means that if the TikTok ban opinion will be released this week, it's likely coming tomorrow. Before I continue, if TikTok is banned, I'll be on multiple platforms, including Instagram, YouTube, Substack, and Blue Sky. All are linked to my bio, so follow me there. There are a number of avenues the
TikTok, founded in 2017, is a China-based app that has blown up since the beginning in the US. Now, what they're talking about is January 19th, 2025. If it hasn't been sold to an American or an American company, it's going to be gone. The last couple of days, the Supreme Court kind of punted it down the road, so it leaving us is probably highly unlikely, but you never know.
Supreme Court can take tomorrow, including overturning the law, essentially saying it's unconstitutional keeping TikTok around, upholding the law, saying that the law is constitutional. No. So now we gotta get to the bottom of what the happened with mother and Jazz because I gotta put my party on. Okay, we got a little technical difficulties here. Let me try this again. Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to cut this short. I guess it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So let me do this and give me a second and I'll start it over. Forgive me, sometimes you got to be smarter than the equipment. This is one of those times I may not be. But we will make it work. Let me look here. Okay. Give me a second. Uh, ooh. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. As for me, I'm not. As you can see, I'm on a struggle bus today. Um, we got Miss Beanie on. I see she's coming on. Welcome to the show, Miss Beanie. How you doing? I know you and Apple are together.
No, I just got off of work. I'm going home now in the snow that came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, when does it? I mean, you only get 2 weeks of good weather up there.
Yeah. No, it's actually a month, but that's that's neither here nor there. Yeah, actually 4 weeks, and it separates throughout the year. You know.
Oh yeah, a day here, a day there. It's always cloudy. I call it London.
Yeah. Well, they call it the Twilight Zone, so I don't know.
So I'm going to run this again, and hopefully it'll work this time. I don't know if anybody can hear anything because I sure can't.
Will be releasing opinions at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I can
Now,
hear
we
it
don't know
now.
whether the TikTok ban opinion is going to be the one that's released or whether it'll be one of many, but what we do know is that it's the only opinion day announced this week, which means that if the TikTok ban opinion will be released this week, it's likely coming tomorrow. Before I continue, if TikTok is banned, I'll be on multiple platforms, including Instagram, YouTube, Substack, and Blue Sky. All are linked in my bio.
TikTok, founded in 2017, is a China-based app that has blown up since the beginning in the US. Now, what they're talking about is January 19th, 2025. If it hasn't been sold to an American or an American company, it's going to be gone. The last couple of days, the Supreme Court kind of punted it down the road. So it leaving us is probably highly unlikely, but you never know.
Supreme Court can take tomorrow, including overturning the law, essentially saying it's unconstitutional keeping TikTok around, upholding the law, saying that the law is constitutional and banning TikTok. It could issue an administrative stay or a temporary injunction, kicking the can down the road as well. It could also not issue an opinion tomorrow. We don't know 100%. And then the ball is in the court of President Biden and Donald Trump to sign a 90-day extension. Lots to cover. Tomorrow's going to be a very busy day, and I'll provide you updates every step of the way. Be sure to follow along to be the first to know.
So everyone is absolutely dying to know the
Fair
status of
use.
the TikTok ban. And everyone has been preparing and saying their goodbyes and letting people know where to follow them on other platforms. Mine are in my bio here. And I just wanted to give you all a dose of optimism. For those of you who did not listen to the arguments in front of the Supreme Court last week, I took the time to listen to most of it and listen to people who are more educated than I am, who also listen to all of it.
In my opinion, this is a thing about they don't want people to get any information outside of approved sources. What I mean by approved, corporations and high-moneyed individuals do not like the poors to receive information that counters how great they are, and possibly doing things like revolt or speak up. This is one of those moves that they're doing to calm down on what's supposed to be free expression.
And have said the following, that 2 out of 3 possibilities will benefit us. 1, the ban is struck down entirely. 2, that we have a stay until the next administration. Or 3, that the ban is upheld, and that would not be good for any of us. But the more and more I hear things, it looks like we are not going to lose this app in a few.
Thanks for watching. This is DFG, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. Sure, y'all got enough of my handsome mug, so now it's time to talk. Big Al, holla at your boy. Do you have a TikTok?
No. From my perspective, and realizing my background in cyber intel, I think we have way too many foreign entities that have control of things that are going on in the United States. TikTok is one. My problem is with the Chinese government having an application that they can insert logarithms and other things that could manipulate people's thinkings and minds and change perceptions. By the same token, if you do the research, you'll find that most of the companies that do cloud storage, they are connected to the Chinese and the Russians. So all that data that we're storing in the cloud potentially has back doors to foreign entities. So I'm more concerned about that than I am the border and illegals, because I just think from an information perspective, too many foreign and outside entities have access. And then we got Elon Musk, who's involved with all types of negotiations with the Russians, Putin, and China, that disturbs me as well. So that's a lot that I'm kind of throwing out there just to generate some discussion.
Oh no, well, we both worked together back in lovely Fort Gordon, now Fort Eisenhower, and I know you were the deputy program manager, or the deputy program manager, or as we like to say, the Army capability manager for cyber. So you're well aware of how things are, and you have probably inside knowledge that you can't divulge on this platform. However, you understand what's going on and how things are. I'm looking at understanding that the World Wide Web, or as like we called it in the military, the gig, the global information grid. Understanding that there's no such thing as secure information. We gotta tell people that from the beginning, and it's not really nefarious, because to get on most apps, we put information about ourselves on our thing. So it's a matter of who has access to that, direct access to that information, and what are they doing with that information. Now, we look at other outside nation state actors and we say, well, they're bad, but are they as bad as, like you said, people putting in algorithms so that they're steering you to certain products, steering, with the devices that we have, with like Alexa, Siri, all those other devices that. Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying, never make love by the garden gate. Though love is blind, the neighbors ain't.